Stevens.
Yes.
Habari yako?
Amazing people, this band.
And I think before we continue, I didn't quite mention in the beginning that we'll be having the Kenya Corner Night coming soon, and Jalango is going to be in studio talking about that. We'll laugh a bit, chat up and, see what he likes, he doesn't like, and of course about the Kenya Corner Night. Stevens,
and talking about Kenya Corner Night, great people. What do you mean, where have I been?
Yes. You said you owe me a pair of shoes. Can I say that live on air?
Yes, you can. I missed your show last time for reasons that I can explain here.
Yes.
But yeah, sorry about that. But we're back to the show.
Yes, how are you?
Not bad.
Salama?
Salama kabisa. Yeah.
The Easter weekend went
Easter
down?
weekend is gone. I'm just talking about this easy look Brenda has today, and she
no
just tried to avoid that. She has no heels today, and she just looking like,
I don't know if they can see that.
I'm going nowhere today.
So if you have your Pulse magazine next to you, please grab it so we can take a look at the entertainment scene and see some of the events that you need to be at this weekend and that suit your lifestyle.
You just talked about Kenya Corner, and Kenya Corner is going to Mombasa this weekend.
Yes, they are. How come I'm not?
You should be on the road with these guys. Amazing people. The last time we were out with comedians, and that was Nakuru, Eldoret.
For peace.
These guys make you laugh throughout, like in a car, and everywhere you go, they're just making you laugh and just thinking, hey, I have an old comedy weekend and all that. But there's so many weekends, events this weekend.
That's on page 4 of the Pulse. Please take a look at that.
Yeah.
Let me ask, who's this
MTV guys are in town?
Man with no shirt on.
A man with no shirt. Okay, that captures attention. The new guys in town who are doing a lot of casting and modeling stuff.
Okay.
And they say they'll be here next weekend for shoots and all that. And that Monday is part of what they are. But we have MTV event.
It's happening tonight, and this is going to be that will feature performances from Matrax, STL, P Unit, Camp Mula, Kanja, the South African DJ. It's going to be a big event tonight. So if you
and the South African DJs and everybody is here for the big night.
It's going to be at what Big Treehouse Club or Museum Hill, Nairobi tonight. That's page 4 of the Pulse.
Blankets never disappoint.
Blankets and wine at the Carnival Ground.
The Circle at the car.
Yes, it's going to be happening on Sunday as usual. Fan lovers of the outdoor events are guaranteed an exceptional time by Uganda's Lilian and the Sundowners, Zimbabwe's Jam Signal, the Villages Band, Dan and Duba. All those are set to perform.
What we're saying is that after all the politics, we seem to be getting back to entertainment, and I think that's a very good thing for all
I think that now we're done with all this. We don't need to go back to it. We know who is who.
So let's party
and have fun minorities. Now we can get back to entertainment.
All right.
So page 4, right there on the Pulse, a couple of events. So just take a look and see what you need, where you need to be at.
You never want to touch on Cut Out and all that.
I have appeared here.
But last weekend, like you're asking, was happening big time. Easter weekend. Guys went down to Nakuru.
Yeah, turns aside. How was that? Were you able to?
I wasn't there. I tried to avoid that for other events. I was in other events, let's say. But a lot was happening, and there is a lot of cut out photos we have in today's photo. So if you are there and some point you lost it, please find yourself in the Pulse today. If you don't find yourself, you'll find yourself on the Pulse Facebook actually today. So there you are once. Before you wake up and go to work, make sure you ask somebody, am I okay today?
Yes, but she did promise that as the Pulse, Stevens, that you'll never
catch you.
Yes, on the cut out page on page 5.
Promises are made and broken, just like the law is made and remains. So there we are.
So that's page 5. You have the cut out with Pius Chariot, and of course down below we have the fashion cop.
Yes.
As usual. Worst dressed.
I like the last chick there.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're calling it fashion blocking.
Yes.
And she was blocking the car.
A nice car.
That's quite mean.
All right.
Come on, Steven. That's a bit. That's a bit. So that's page 5, as you see on your screens right there. Fashion Cop. Down below, just above there, is Caught Out with Pius Chariot. Let me go to the spotlight. I like the story.
You like the story?
Beautiful.
Let me just talk about Wema.
Yes.
And Wema is this girl who came to the spotlight in 2006. When she was barely 17. She was a teen and she just became Miss Tanzania.
A year after.
And she became a very popular model and all that. Went around the world, just like any other beautiful girl would like to go. But before that, we were having with talks and controversies about prominent people, dating her and all that. Before we knew it, Tia was saying, I have a piece of it. Before we knew it, we were having Mr.
I can see why everybody wanted a piece of Wema, but
and at long last, one Diamond had her as a girlfriend.
Managed to scoop.
Yeah, even after she said, I don't want to
Wema.
date no music celebrity and all that. But they broke up in a very bitter way. Actually, Diamond went for another girl who's now a Miss Tanzania now. And the story now revolves around Diamond and Wema and her coming out with big money. And
do you know it's amazing because I look at some of these stories. She's just about 23 years old.
Yes.
Diamond is just within that range, also.
Yes.
It's young love. It's showbiz. Today you're hooked up to this one. Tomorrow you break up. So I don't know why the media.
It's a basic story of celebrities.
Yes.
And you want to be.
It's interesting story.
Time,
it's food for everyone. Right?
Yes. But let me just touch on a little thing before we give it up. Last week we just talked about it and it's in the story. She says my dog is very expensive. I have 0.5 million shillings on my dog every month. And that was amazing. And people are just asking, how comes you spend so much? Where you getting the money and all that? And the story revolves around a money, a love, and a career.
I like that. So now you've heard it from Stevens. That is, her name is Wema Sepetu, 23. If you want to read about her story with Diamond, she gave Diamond money on stage.
She gave Diamond money on stage.
Yes, and he refused.
All right. Smita is away. In Italy right now.
And he didn't come here to talk about his trip to Venice, and I don't know why, but I think I'll scold him after he's back.
All right.
Let's move on to the cover story. That's on page 10 and 11. That's an interesting story.
All right.
Some of that power, the label power, it's called the label power play on page 10 and 11. Who's making the money? Is it the production stables who are managing the artists or the artists themselves?
What do you think?
I think it's the, I can say
who's making more money?
The artist. Really, is it? I think so, because say size 8.
Yes.
She's good at what she does.
Right.
She's a good musician. Yeah, she has been in a couple of stables here and there, but we don't hear of the stables, we hear only of the artist, size 8, and she's making 6 figures.
You see, the trick is, and the story has a length, all those things. When you get yourself registered, or for that matter, signed with a label stable right here, they have all these conditions like do this and you don't have to do this. You record a song with us, and what you're saying, most of them are so broke when they're starting that you say, okay, record my song and I don't have to pay for it, but you can own the rights. You get. So everywhere I go and I'm seeing doing all those gigs, actually these guys are collecting the money.
I didn't know that.
And I'm getting like 20–30% of all that is being collected, even when you're doing all those big things like Safaricom and all that. So there's a lot of untold story about musicians.
So bottom line, both of them, it's like a balance. The stable also gets money because it's my beat,
it's managing you. It's like you're managing and all those.
Then there's the
I'm recording you for free. So what do you claim out of it? And we have all this fight now. Stables are like cutting each other. Like
and the newest Hornets.
All that.
And then we have the Hornets Records and Tabasamu. We have Caliph, we have Homeboys and Jomino Records. I think it's right now in the Kenyan industry, it's balanced. It's balanced. Like I said, okay, fine, the artists make more money, but it's balanced because now we see, you know.
I wouldn't say it's balanced. I would say it's opening up. It's not no longer the domination of 2 stables or 3 stables.
It's a couple of stables now.
And now we're saying it's a lot is happening before it all like sort of stabilizes.
Yes.
People should read this story. They should. All producers and all the artists and people out there really to get to know.
Because you know, back in the day it was just the likes of, you know, we had Homeboys and Caliph, but now it's just a few. It's all around, just a few. Yeah. But that's page 10 and 11 of the Pulse. You need to read about all those tables and who's making the money. Okay. Let me take you to page 16. Interesting page here. Okay. 16 and 17 combines all the stories that, all the events that happen during the weekend. Yes. And if Pulse wasn't able to be in all of them, you know, and, you know, give a story about them, we have the page 16, the party scene on page 16 that gives us
where your pictures are. If you got pews on your way, you're there looking beautiful. We have that page particularly just for fun.
Beautiful faces.
To look beautiful away from page 5, which is Kora. We just have people looking beautiful. We have Shafi there.
And Nax Vegas.
Nax Vegas. And we have one Leaky there with beautiful girls.
Yes.
And Pritimo, and Paz was in the coast for the East Africa High show, where we have the likes of Nijo and beautiful people partying in the coast.
Yes, I can see that.
And like you're saying, across the other page is where we have the whole story of the lowdowns that happened in Nakuru, yes, like and everywhere that was happening.
Yes, it was happening last weekend. You know, it was a relaxed weekend for me, actually.
It was relaxed.
Very relaxed. I thought I was going to be at Nakuru.
I don't know where you were. You're never anywhere when it's happening.
I'm always away from those cameras, lest I find myself on the pulse.
All right.
Yes, so that's page 16 and 17. A brief roundup of the events that went down last weekend. Let me take you to the page 19. That's the second feature on the Snoop roundup. Yeah, Snoop Around.
The big story we're talking about MTV All Stars.
Yes.
Snoop is coming to Africa for the MTV All Stars, and it's going to be in South Africa. That should be in May. But we're saying we have all these build-up events. We have one big one today in Kenya. We have another one coming in Nigeria. It should be next month, before we all go down south. So I don't know if you're coming south with us. But Snoop is coming and he's just talking about big things about Africa. Yeah. And there's a lot of talk of him and Kampmula doing a collab. And everybody says, no, we won't talk about this, but I can tell you, there's a lot of talk about Snoop doing a collab with Kampmula. And you can imagine
it's quite possible, actually, because they've been nominated for Channel O and BET and all that stuff. So
and MTV seems to be embracing them. They are nominated actually for MTV Awards last year, and I think they are going places.
Big up Kampmula. We can't wait. If it happens, it's a step ahead for the Kenyan industry. So that's page 19 of the Pulse. Please take a look at that later on as you grab your Pulse. My favorite page, page 23, all the gossip that's happening in the industry, whether you're movie
have
star,
a favorite page as a gossip page.
Yes, you're a musician and everything. This is a page that you do not want to be in. Page 23. Let me take a look at this story where the gospel star hitting the bottle again.
You want to talk about that?
I don't know, it's interesting. The word again is what stands out for me.
The word again?
The word again.
I would say, look, guys, when you come to praise and say, guys, I'm saved, and I stop drinking, according to your faith and all that, people take you for that. So the media is...
very brutal.
Brutal when you really say you lied to us, and we are telling the people that. So this happened last weekend. I was in that particular place.
You guys are always everywhere, like.
And so when you see it happening, you just start thinking, oh, yes. People think we lied, so we didn't lie, and so we put it there in black and white, and it's really in black and white today. That it happened, but away from that, and Prezzo is talking big things here. We know Prezzo was doing endorsements for other guys, and he says no, people, that's over. I don't mind going to government or having a post with the current government information. What are you thinking about Prezzo going to politics?
Now, as you're talking about Prezzo's, you know, bigs, you know, he bigs up Uhuru. We have the gospel star. We have Nollywood bad boy for life in crime. I don't. And he's my favorite bad boy actually in Nollywood actually. Okay,
you have a date with this.
Jimmy Ike.
Yes.
Interesting. I think I'll have to read about that at length.
The little thing about Wahoo which you won't say on it.
Yes. Question mark.
And the
Wahoo got a baby on the way.
And the little thing about JD, about the radio station. And so it's for you, it's all yours for the taking.
Yes, that's page 23. You need to read about everything that you need to know that is happening in the industry. And of course, our pin-up is Bridget Shigadi, who's dating bad boy Nick Mutuma.
Pretty looking
beautiful on the pin-up. That's page 21 right there. Yes. So yeah, that's the Pulse. 24 pages of full color. You can fold it. You can put it in your handbag, in your pocket. Yes.
Great weekend, Brenda. And what are you up to?
This, I don't know. You know, my weekends are usually spontaneous. Usually spontaneous, yes. So I'll think about that as the day.
I'll tell you that your weekends are going to be spontaneous.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Steve.
Beautiful time, and thank you for having me.
Can I see you next week?
Why not?
Okay.
Let's have fun.
It's a date.
All right.
And that is a Pulse Review with Stevens Mwendo. Let me take you to the Mathri Band. Enjoy.